Hello everyone, welcome to Pauline's Place. I've set this up for you, though it's pretty much how I would do it. I'm having soup, which is made by my friend, beautiful soup. But in this house, if you're having soup, Stan always wants peanut butter. And so I've got the peanut butter, and you put it on the bread, and it's just wonderful. You know, the thing is, so many children and some adults are allergic to peanut butter. In fact, it's dangerous. Now, there's no one in this house, but I'm always careful. But when there's soup, it's peanut butter on the bread or the toast. Not for me, but for Stan. Now, why am I telling you about this? Because I want to tell you about a man called George Washington Carver. And this man, have a look at him, is responsible for peanut butter. Today, my calendar says to you and to me, beautiful minds inspire others. So I want to talk about his beautiful mind. He was born a slave, about 1864. No one actually knows the date because he was born into slavery, and some time soon after, some Confederate soldiers, slave raiders, took hold of his mother and him, and his mother was never seen or heard of again. The farm owner, Moses Carver, found him and took him home, and actually his wife Susan looked after him, and he wasn't very strong, a weak boy in a way, so working in the fields, which he loved, he couldn't do. So she taught him about plants. He fell in love with all kinds of plants. And the long story of his life meant that he took on the cause of finding many other products other than cotton, because cotton just made the people slaves. It benefited the white people in England and other places, and made all the great big mansions, but it didn't benefit the Negro people. And he fought for education. He got a Master of Science. His beautiful mind wouldn't stop working until his last breath, inventing ways that people could earn a living from the products of the land. So he was the one who was able to take the peanut and make it a very wonderful resource. This is not an advertisement for Kellogg's, but it was Mr. Kellogg, who invented the patent for peanut butter. He patented it. And someone before him, Marcellus Edison, was the one who derived peanut paste, but it started with George Washington Carver, not George Washington the president, George Washington Carver. What was beautiful about his mind? He saw through nature the beautiful web of how if it was looked after, it made so much sense to use it. He was a gentle man, and people called him a plant doctor when he was just a boy. There's something wonderful when someone is so healing and gentle that the nature itself asks them to help. Well, I'm not sure if I've got a beautiful mind most of the time, but now and again I feel the presence of God in me, working with ideas, and the ideas are to help or to heal, and it's a very life-giving experience. I think the presence of God is in the gentleness and the powerful nature of creation. George Washington Carver gave us something wonderful, and there was a whole institute in America developed from him, and his love for his people brought thousands of young men and women to get an education. It was in agriculture, but without agriculture, where would we be? So, my friends, have a look at this man and his life.